Hey, my name is Benjamin. I'm a German bass trombone player and I'm traveling to Canada to change my mind about trombone playing. Come along. In order for that to make sense, I need to tell a little backstory. I always loved learning, especially in school, but what bothered me was that you could reach 100% and then the task was complete. So I was looking for a hobby where that wouldn't be the case, and eventually music became my thing. Because I liked learning and the system also didn't discriminate me, I got good grades and I was used to stick out of the mass. And when now music became my thing, I wanted that too, of course. I wanted to stick out, I wanted to be one of the best. And I think that's where things turned in the wrong way mentally. Before I liked the process and the results came because of that. But now I had the goal to be the best and I was only focusing on results. I was really looking for things that you could measure. The hours I practiced, the pieces I knew, being the first in school, being the last, with the ultimate goal to have a position and the title that comes with it, to be the bass trombone player of that orchestra or to be the winner of that competition. With 15 I started my pre-studies, so now I had at least the title of being a student. And then during the whole bachelor I was doing orchestral auditions, competitions, and I was never better than second place or the reserve list. I thought that the master would change everything, but I kept going the same way. I was on the reserve list for a competition, I didn't win the auditions and I didn't make it into the third round of the German national music competition. In the next semester my teacher bombarded me with projects and I lost that very narrow focus and was just fully immersed in the process. Me and my quartet won the third prize of the European Trombone Quartet competition in Strasbourg that year. Shortly after I won my academy position and within the same week the audition for the German National Student Orchestra. So finally I had my titles, I had my positions and things started to get a little bit easier mentally.
Next stop, Martin Grove Road.
One month later, I participated in one of the two big international bass trombone competitions in Korea, together with my girlfriend on the piano. We connected that with seeing her family and some friends over there. The preparation was really tough because of the short amount of time, but it was with a person I love, so I enjoyed the process and got really immersed in it. Fast forward, I made it into the final, which was obviously a big surprise for me, because I didn't even practice the piece, which might also explain the third prize. Looking back on that competition, it probably worked so well, because I was focused on the present and the time with my girlfriend in Korea. Now I'm in Canada and tomorrow I will play the final of the other big international bass trombone competition in that building behind me. My goal is to focus on why I chose music in the first place, the love for learning and the process of it. Well, as you see, at the moment I'm in the practice room. I have a piano rehearsal in 1 hour and we got the chance to practice a little bit now here before. Yeah, it's the end of the process and it's really interesting what goes through your head. I know I will be judged tomorrow. I know I care about the result. I prioritize the process now. And you weigh every decision that you did over the last month or something, that you prepare a piece like this. And how short should that note be? Is it really important to show off here, or do I play safe? But at one point I need to show off, otherwise I can't win. There's a lot that goes through your head, but in the end you need to come to a point, at least now in my practice, where I say, okay, I have made the decisions, and there will be always better or different decisions. That's what I like in music, that there is more to discover. And I just need to stick to that now, execute it well. And I learned so much along the way that the result itself doesn't really count, and that I shouldn't be stiff or like super hyper-focused because I want to win or something. That I should just do as usual, well knowing that I will have a lot more adrenaline tomorrow. Yeah, and I will get to know the pianist in a few minutes, or like in 1 hour. And then check the tuning with the piano. I think it's very low here, so I have to adjust to that. Yeah, I might record that, listen back on it, and then that's it. Then the work is done and you just need to fire off. It's not easy to do. It's really good advice when someone tells you, man, just be in the moment and play. It's not so easy to do, but this is what I'm all here about to learn, and I trust my decisions. I think I like the moments I create in the piece, and if it's the taste of the jury, I can really not know before. Today is the day. Yesterday I had a really good piano rehearsal. The pianist is really well prepared, maybe even better than me. And we had to correct one note, which was quite a long note. So I just miscounted the lines below the staff and was always playing a wrong note there. But he told me, so today I will focus to play the right note. Other than that, the preparation is done. I just need to play it. I said that yesterday, but since then, I mean, you probably see it really shortly edited after one each other, the clips. But for me, there was a lot of thinking now over the night and yesterday evening. And I think we always tend to overanalyze and justify backwards. What do I mean by that? For example, now for this competition, for sure, if someone wins, there will be voices that say, well, it was obvious that this person had to win because, for example, one competitor, she's from Canada. So it's her home country, and she already won the competition of the same organization, but for younger people last year. So you could say, well, she obviously is in the game. She knows how to win. She does. The other guy was already in the final of the exact same competition last year. So you can say, well, it's his second time. Of course he had to win. Or for me, I play a lot in big orchestras in Germany now. And I was in Korea in the competition final. So you could say, well, of course he had to win. And we all play in the national student orchestra of the country we live in. We all study, work a bit in orchestra. So it is possible for everyone, and after the fact we always tend to say, well, it was obvious. It's not obvious. And same thing goes for style. For example, now we have a really small hall, so you could say, well, then you should play soft, right? Because it's a small hall, it shouldn't be so loud. But you could also argue that there's a trombone jury and you shouldn't change the music because of the hall. So maybe adjust a little bit, but you should still go for it. They will appreciate that, they will know, they are looking for that sound. Or you could say, I expect the jury to be North American. So I could say, well, I should adjust to their style, what they're used to, what they like. Or you could say, well, they know you're from Europe, you play in your style, because that's what they expect and what they will like. And this goes for so many things. For sure it will help to play in tune and rhythmically accurate and play the right notes. But other than that, do you play all the tempi that are written? Or is it a solo competition and you give a little extra? Is it what they expect? And the conclusion of all of this is just, you really don't know. You cannot know. And that's why I and everyone should just focus on what they find accurate for this musical message of that certain piece and present it on stage. This is what I'm trying to do today, or this is what I will do. I hope I'm in the best mental, physical shape to do it later. And then it will be nice 12, 13 minutes on the stage with a great piece. And yeah, I'm trying to enjoy this moment as much as possible. And of course, I care for the result. But the question is, what do you focus on? What do you put your energy in? Do you put your energy in thinking of the result and how to reach it, which are a lot of thoughts that I think you don't have the answer for? Or do you focus on what's the next best step for you in order to perform that piece? And that's something where I have a lot more answers for. So I will do that, and we will see what the outcome will be. I like that too. Man, I will do too. Okay, let's go directly in O. It's coming closer. I went to the university where the competition will take place. I got something to eat before. Then I skipped the opening ceremony of the whole trombone festival. It's something that I would usually not do, but like this I got a really good practice room at first. I got kicked out, but at least for the beginning of the day I had a good room, good feeling. I stay off social media to free my head of comparison in general. I think then it's also a lot easier to do that on the stage. Yeah, I did a good warm-up. I feel good. Lips are a bit dry because of the air conditioning, which is not something I'm used to, but it's fine. I have a lot of fat on it when I don't play. I played the difficult passages of the piece. I sang through the whole piece with the piano because I noticed yesterday there were still some intonation issues. And I think I will look for a place to sleep now for like 20-30 minutes. And then I already have to go there. We pick numbers, we don't know the order yet. And then maybe before even I already change into my concert clothes. And then it's showtime. So you can probably see I just played a lot, and that was the final. Oh, I went maybe a lot over the top, but to the point where I was just having fun. I was sacrificing for sure on security, and let's see how they judge that. But I was having so much fun. Usually that means I was also at some parts probably pretty loud, also pretty soft. I like to go in the risk and then that it just works. And it was like this. I made a slur which is really risky and so soft, and then it just popped in and I was like, oh God, nice, amazing. And then till the end it was really, really loud probably and fast, and I'm so sweaty and happy, and probably I fall asleep in like the next 5 minutes, or I don't know. I just try to find someone that will take a picture of me now that I'm still in this concert dress. and then I can get rid of that. I mean, not get rid of it, but put it back. And now I'm hoping that I win, because I learned that the winner will play again on Saturday on a competition winners recital. And now I have like a fun version of this piece. I just want to play it again, so let's see if I get lucky enough to do that. Hello there, and welcome to the last part of the story. I think I left off directly after I played and my reaction, and basically the story was told there. And we had to wait the whole day until we got the results. I listened to some concerts, watched some master classes, etc. And then we went to a bar after, so that wasn't really a good time to record this. I didn't win. I'm really happy for the winner, because she is, at least to my knowledge, the first female bass trombone player ever to win an international competition of that size. So for sure that will change more in the whole trombone and brass world than if I would have won. Also, I'm happy because the competition was part of this festival, of the 2025 International Trombone Festival in London, Ontario, and I got to be there. And the things I learned there, I didn't plan to learn them. And I changed my mind on how to do competitions, but the festival really changed my mind on the whole trombone scene in general. I saw so many good players from so many different countries, and I enjoyed listening to a lot of good trombone playing, also to some nice musical moments. And in Germany or in Europe in general, it's so dense. We always speak about the 10 players or then the few students that stick out at the moment or something. And it really changed my opinion on what I want to be in this scene. I think I just want to be part of this community of people that earn their living with playing this instrument, that are good human beings and that are connected through their craft around the world. That was really nice to see, and it's an ongoing journey. I took so many inspirations I will incorporate in my practice. I have new goals that I will practice for, and I think this idea of sticking out is one that I can put on the table and put aside. I think from now on I will focus on the process also outside of competitions, just being there, playing trombone, getting better, getting more into music. That was a really interesting week to learn about that and to realize about me. I'm happy with how I played. 2 of the judges also really liked it, 1 didn't. When I see how he plays, I can understand that, because same goes for me, I don't like that. And that's a matter of taste. So I'm happy with the outcome of the competition, because there's new things I can go forward at. I can check off this chapter of doing all the finals of all the big international bass trombone competitions. Now I have 1 more week here in Canada. I'm right now at the sea, because there's a spot where I slept here, and I can practice here without disturbing people. Behind me, you might not really see it on the camera, are the skyscrapers of Toronto. Yesterday I visited the Niagara Falls, and today after the practice session I will drive to a national park, go a bit of hiking. Tomorrow I rent a kayak. After that I go to Montreal to visit some people that I met during the festival. They will show me around, and after that I go back to Toronto, have a few days there, so I can connect it with some holidays and some new experiencing of travel. Thank you so much for sticking around until here. I'm sure it's a long video already, and it's an important one to me. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you. Hopefully you could take something away for you.